to this latest edition of the Sports Nerd Show. We are a collection of sports nerds whose mission is to bring you as much sports talk as time allows over the next 60 minutes. Although we will strive to be highly informative and equally as entertaining over the next hour, we must warn you that there may be some cuss words along the way. But we don't give a damn because that is the way most humans in the real world tend to talk, and we, the sports nerds, are no exception. So without further ado, Nerd Nation, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride as I present to you the founder and host of this crazy-ass show, Scott, the Sports Nerd Wright.
Oh, shit.
You are looking live at another episode of the Sports Nerds. I am your host, Scott, the Sports Nerd Wright, coming to you live from Lakeland, Florida, and along with my co-host tonight, Mr. Elliot Big E, the producer Lamba, and Wayne, the Professor Lynch. We will discuss the top sports stories of the day, and at times the not so top stories. So buckle up, grab a beverage, and enjoy. We are live Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And if you missed the live broadcast, you can watch the replays on Facebook. Anyway, gentlemen, happy Tuesday. How is everybody doing? I mean, what are you guys looking at as far as the sports world is concerned at this right now? I do have a rant, but we'll save that until we we're going to cover some stuff. So, but go ahead, Elliot. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You're good. And Wayne, how's the class prep coming along, Mr. Lynch?
I have my first face-to-face class tonight, my accounting class on Tuesday nights. I have 3 online classes that I'm teaching as well as another accounting class that I teach on Wednesday nights. So
Holy
I have
cow,
5 classes.
you got a full docket going on over there, man.
Yeah, and then I have a late start class that I'll be teaching later on in the semester, which is a business management class.
Well, I certainly hope going full-time is going to help you. I mean, I don't know if you got more money or not, but you deserve it. I'm just saying.
Oh, no. I'm good with that. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. So that's why I retired from my service time.
Well, it's not bad to restart your life at 60 years old, Wayne, either. So I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's not really a restart. I mean, I've been doing it for 24 years anyway. So just going from adjunct to full time. So,
I mean, it's a new exciting adventure is what you're going on.
Yeah. There's some things that I wasn't aware of as an adjunct that I am now fully aware of as a full time.
Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. Glad you're here.
What up, Sheila?
What's up, Sheila?
Gentlemen, I have a rant.
Get it.
Hey.
And the rant is going to be against ESPN.
Oh, well, ESPN is not exactly a favorite of many people these days.
ESPN has announced that Mr. Mike Greenberg will be the new host of Sunday NFL Countdown.
Have you seen the commercial? Have you seen
formerly held by Sam Ponder, who they just recently
fired? Yeah.
Okay. And I posted on Facebook, ESPN continues to promote this jagoff and make him the face of the network. There are several people they have already fired that would be a better host than Mike Greenberg.
Hey, Sheila, Ken is stuck in a library with no internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Believe it or not.
He's stuck in a library with no internet. Yeah,
he went to a library and corrupted their internet.
Yes. Guys, you know my history. I do not like Mike Greenberg. I hate his voice.
You seen his latest commercial?
Huh?
You seen his latest commercial?
No.
When McAfee and Stephen A are in the hallway talking, and they're kind of like flip because Stephen A is dressed with a wife beater. And McAfee's in full suit, tie, the whole 9.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen that one.
You haven't seen that one?
No, I haven't seen it either.
Oh my God, you guys gotta watch it. Watch it. Pick it up on freaking YouTube.
I mean,
funniest play. Yeah.
Guys, you know my history. I have forever railed against Mike Greenberg because he's the reason that Golic is gone. He's the reason his other co-host in the morning, I forgot his name anyway. No, I'm sorry. Mike's co-host up until a couple years ago.
It was him and it was Mike and Mike in the morning.
Right,
Yeah.
but then he moved. Then the morning show was moved with Mike Golick and the other guy. I can't remember his name. Why can't I?
Trey Wingo.
Trey Wingo. Thank you, Wayne. Yes. Okay, and he's up. And Greenberg has now become the face of ESPN. And I'm sorry.
He comes out in that same commercial, dressed with a cowboy hat, jeans, boots. You know, just goes walking right past them, and they're just like looking at him like.
Greenberg's an idiot. He's always been an idiot. He always will be an idiot.
You know what? After I felt the same way about him way back when the whole Golick thing went down. But lately, he hasn't really fazed me the way he used to.
Well, the best thing about Mike Greenberg is he's very good about self-deprecation. He knows who he is, and
plus he has a large cast available to him on Get Up.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of strong characters and a lot of strong.
He's no longer in the one-on-one situation. You know what I'm saying? He is now the host of a show where he has experts and whatever around him that he can manage a show. He doesn't have to really be the show, and that's what helps me to accept the Greenberg show.
He's still a dumbass.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody, you're a dumbass, but
I know that. So are you, Elliot.
What's that got to do with the price of tea in China, huh?
Yeah.
Come on now. You're a self-admitted dumbass.
And you know what? Laura Rutledge was supposed to have NFL Countdown.
Yeah.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was supposed to have that.
When you replace Laura Rutledge, I'm tell you what, Laura Rutledge is far and just way above the talent of Mike Greenberg. Laura Rutledge is the shit. I love her. Not just because she's hot, but because she's got a really good football mind.
Okay. Now we know.
No, she's got a great football mind, and that's why I respect her so much.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good. Sam Ponder was good as well.
Yeah.
They got rid of a lot of good people.
The wife of Christian Ponder, an FSU legend.
Right.
They just weren't as marketable as some of the people they brought in, like McAfee, and you know what I'm saying.
Well, Laura Rutledge has a lot as a heavy load as it is on the SEC network, which she hosts the SEC morning show during college football shows. I'm assuming she's still going to host NFL Live with her guys, but I'm getting so sick of ESPN shoving Greeny down our fucking throats. I'm sorry, I'm tired of it. It's like they're forcing the issue as far as putting him as the face of ESPN.
If that's what makes their ship float, then they're just going to keep doing it.
They'll keep doing it until it runs aground.
Exactly. Why do you think Stephen A is still there?
Oh, don't get me started on Stephen.
You know what I'm saying?
The best thing about Stephen A is when he criticizes the Cowboys. That's the best thing about Stephen.
Yeah, just like Skip Bayless. Everybody hated him.
Well, Skip Bayless is a douchebag and he's a dumbass.
He's done. Nobody wants to hire him.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to
Skip.
Yeah. He's done.
Skip Bayless is the one that said Johnny Manziel was going to be the greatest quarterback Cleveland Browns ever had.
Yep.
That speaks for what he is.
Yeah, no. He's a proven dumbass. You know what I mean? We have witnessed what level of
guys,
dumbass he is.
I really come to hate the hot takes on sports radio, on sports TV. Nobody cares about content anymore. It's all about the hot take.
Well, I mean, and pretty much you can take sports and kind of apply it to all aspects of life. And sometimes, hey, the facts don't matter. It's the hot take.
And that's the same thing. You can apply that to mainstream media as well as political media and all of that crap.
In a 24/7 always
Hot take
on
phenomenon. Yeah.
news cycle. Okay, whether it be sports, the world, whatever. Okay, in a I need to know now type of environment. Okay, that stuff's gonna happen. Okay.
Yep. Well,
So
speaking of takes, what about Tua's
Oh, I was going to bring that up
about
too.
Brian Flores?
oh yeah, I saw that. That's a deep subject right there, man. Aye.
Aye, aye, aye.
He broke it down for the interviewer.
Yeah. Brian Flores took a conciliatory tone Tuesday towards Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, a day after the publication of an interview with which Tag said called Flores a terrible person.
Well, Flores says his words hit hard, but he's evolved.
Yeah, he said that too. But
So I don't know, man. I think Tua's trying to get some attention as well.
Tua compared Flores' coaching style with that of current coach Mike McDaniel. If you woke up every morning and I told you that you suck at what you did, that you don't belong doing what you do, that you shouldn't be here, that this guy should be here, that you haven't earned this right, and then you have somebody else come in and tell you, dude, you are the best fit for this, how would it make you feel listening to one another? So basically he was accusing Flores of verbal abuse and being he was just deprecating him all the time. He wasn't giving me any positive feedback or anything of that nature. So no wonder Brian Flores was fired.
Well, remember the GM at the time when Flores was coach, they had the opportunity to either select Tua or Justin Herbert at that time, and they selected Tua. So that tells me that Flores really wanted Herbert as opposed to Tua. And
I'm pretty sure, but wasn't Flores also the one that the owner wanted to pay him to make sure that they didn't make it to the playoffs, so that they
pay him for losing,
pay to lose, yeah.
The pay to lose team, yeah, there you go. I don't know. I think all that political stuff gets in the way too much. But.
So, based on what Tua said, it's obvious that Flores had no heart or had no desire to have Tua as his quarterback when he wanted
to succeed. To succeed.
But wait a minute, isn't that the same thing that Sean Payton did with Russell Wilson?
Yeah, well, Russell's way on the back end of his.
Well, I'm just saying.
You know what? It wasn't as bad as Flores with Tua. I mean, Flores was just deprecating all the time. Sean Payton, I don't think he was that low.
Sean Payton dissed Russell Wilson on every occasion he got.
They dissed him on every occasion, and then on national TV, dressed him down on the sideline.
Yeah,
I think that's more egregious.
Yeah. So no, I don't give him a pass on that, dude. You know, that was way out of line. But it is what it is.
But then again, it may come to fruition in Pittsburgh because Russell Wilson not really doing that great, from what I understand.
Well, and I heard pundits saying that Pittsburgh really doesn't have a quarterback, no matter which one you put in there.
Well, the whole saying says if you have two quarterbacks, you have none.
Well, they have none to begin with, apparently.
So I don't know. Is Big Ben available?
Oh my God!
As Freddie Coleman would say on ESPN, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
You know what? Ben's probably now 100 pounds overweight. He's probably just over. You know, I'm just saying he's not ready. He's not ready for prime time. So
that's okay. Try to tackle him.
It was hard to do when he was in shape.
Wow.
So Aaron Rodgers is saying that the Jets campus is the most taxing of his career.
Yep, I'm seeing that too on ESPN. Yes.
Yep.
Wow. Could that have anything to do with the fact that he's 40 years old?
Yeah, he's not 25 anymore.
You know what, Aaron? You're not a Tom Brady. I don't know if you can make it past being.
Well, I'm just saying they really didn't have camps in Green Bay.
Although I will say that I will say this. Tom Brady came out today and ranked Aaron Rodgers number 5 as far as the top quarterbacks in the NFL. He ranked him number 5.
That's not bad. 5 is good. I'll take 5. Shit. I got 5 on it. So according to Jerry Jones, they're having promising talks with CeeDee Lamb. Is that right?
Well,
Yeah, but then again, Dak said he had good talks. A few days ago? So
Yeah, they have good talks every day.
yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, no shit.
Until a contract is signed, your name is on the dotted line. It means, hey, you can have a good talk every day for the next 2 or 3 weeks. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he sure doesn't. Yeah. What else? Looks like Jameer Gibbs.
Tyreek Hill has a hand injury. It's supposedly minor, and he should be ready for the season opener.
Who is it?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
Jameer Gibbs is the same thing for Detroit.
Yeah, well, they say he's going to be ready for week 1, so Jameer Gibbs' injuries is pretty minimal too. So,
but we still got the Brandon Ayuk situation that hasn't been resolved. That drama is still floating out there.
oh yeah, Pittsburgh.
I mean, as 2 Niners fans, what do you guys think of that?
I personally, and this is just my take, obviously, I personally think they need to sign Trent Williams because
He's probably more priority than
yeah, left tackle. You need someone to protect Purdy or whomever is going to be quarterback, which I'm assuming is going to be Purdy.
Elliott doesn't seem like he agrees the way he's lowering his head and gritting his teeth. What's your opinion, Elliott? You don't think the lineman is more important than Ayuk?
The lineman is very important when you're talking about protecting guys' blind side. That means the world to a quarterback. But here's the thing: I'm looking at Trent Williams is 36 years old. You know what I'm saying?
He's still one of the best offensive linemen in the league.
Granted, but as the older you get, the more prone to injury that you are.
Right.
Okay. I know he wants top dollar and all that, but and I look beyond this. If they sign Trent Williams, what kind of money, or even Ayuk, what kind of money are they going to have for Brock Purdy for next season?
They must be expecting him to take some kind of hometown discount, if you will, instead of getting paid, up near the top.
I think that's what they're looking for from Ayuk as well.
Yeah.
Pitch in, guys, be part of the team. You know what I mean?
Didn't Pittsburgh offer Ayuk, I think it was close to $28 million per, right?
Yeah, and then 49ers have $29 million per on the table.
Right.
But they don't want to get that the fourth year.
What does he wait? Is it the amount of years or is it the money?
Yeah, Ayuk wants 4. The 49ers only want to give him 3.
What was the Pittsburgh deal for 4?
I think so. But it can't happen unless the 49ers sign off on it.
That's on John
And
Lynch.
of course, they want decent compensation coming back if that's the case.
Well, I mean, some drama that's going on in Cleveland.
I just don't see anything that they could send back that would fill the shoes of a Brandon Ayuk.
Not at this point in time, no.
No, they don't have anybody else on that team. Pickens, but that would be I don't know, man. Do we want Pickens drama in San Francisco?
That would be a hard no.
Exactly. I mean, we seen the dude at the most critical moments act like an ass. Okay. And we don't need that. We really don't need that. No, that's not what the Niners are all about.
Yeah, this trade situation with Ayuk is enough distraction.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, I'm thinking down the road, and the thing that concerns me is you got all this money going out. What happens when Brock steps to the table next off season?
Right.
What's going to happen then?
Well, I agree. I agree 100% with that assessment.
So if you can't re-sign Brock, then Trent Williams is irrelevant at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, you can recuperate at home, where I can make sure you do.
Unless does Pittsburgh have a left tackle that's worth anything?
No.
Okay.
Their whole offensive line is kind of suspect. What were you getting ready to say about Cleveland, Scott?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the story.
What about
Well, in the meantime, Oklahoma State going to college football, they're putting QR codes on their helmets now to
Yep.
try to fund NIL
Yep.
with what's his name, Gundy, complaining about NIL, and he and Dabo Swinney need to, join the rest of us into the 21st century.
Some people refuse.
Yep. That's why Clemson will
Yeah.
be an afterthought as far as football is concerned. Because, NIL is one thing, transfer portal, that's an entirely different ball game. And so since you're not picking up people in the transfer portal, you will just be lagging behind.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm not sure where this is all going as far as the payment to players. But basically, what I believe what's going to happen is eventually the NCAA is going to be the NFL's farm system.
Isn't that what it is already?
Theoretically, that's what it is already.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
It's a breeding ground for future NFL players. Is what
Right.
it is.
But the fact of the matter is, there is the roster number on NCAA teams is normally over 100.
What's good about the UFL? Okay, when everybody complains about these leagues and stuff like that, but it gives those players that ain't getting drafted, they ain't getting signed by the NFL teams the opportunity to go play in that league.
Yeah.
And show their wares. Okay, because if you look at the news, several players from that league have signed.
There was the number one special teams player was signed by. Who was it? They're signed by an NFL team today. I don't know who.
Yeah,
I think
they're
it's the Cardinals.
signing guys from the UFL.
Yeah, I think the number one special teams or return player was actually signed by the Cardinals today.
Those things wouldn't happen if you didn't have that spring league. You know what I'm saying? That's what helps it out. So
any and every iteration of a spring league in some way has allowed someone or some people, plural, to get to the NFL, even arena football, aka Kurt Warner.
yeah. No, you're right. People come from Canada. You know what I'm saying? They come from all over. I think Roman Reigns played up in Canada for a little while.
Yeah.
When NFL Europe was around, that was obviously a farm system for the NFL, but the UFL, now that the USFL and XFL merged together, so
Right.
yeah, we got players coming in who didn't get drafted, like you stated earlier, proving their wares in the UFL or some other league.
It's kind of like the G League with the NBA.
Yep, minor league,
You know what I'm saying?
minor league baseball.
Everything has a farm system.
Yeah.
It's just I don't think that's what they would label it in basketball. I think farm system is a baseball term. Football might have something else, but
I mean, hockey has the international league, so.
there you go. I mean, they all have some sort of system, amateur system that they're developing in order to improve their rosters down the road,
Right.
grow from within.
Yep.
That's what a lot of times keeps the Yankees relevant as far as when they make trades and stuff. They got plenty of, gems in the farm system that they can sometimes make trades that other teams couldn't,
Yep.
because of prospects. So. So what do we got, man?
What I was going to say is that Amari Cooper was supposed to be practicing this week. He's not the only starter to be held out, but he was held out today. And rumors around are saying that he's going to be fodder for a trade for Ayuk.
Well, it was already set up.
Yeah, that was set up ahead of time, and Ayuk said he did not want to go to Cleveland.
I know that. Yeah. But I just think it's curious that he was held out of practice. So we'll see what goes on. Right now, Amari Cooper is wide receiver 1 on that team. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Jerry Jeudy's a close number 2.
He was all set up to go for Cooper, Ayuk, and I think Cooper and a 5th-round pick and somebody else. But, yeah, that trade was already set up and ready to go. And then Ayuk said, I ain't playing in Cleveland.
Or New England.
Well, he wanted to play in Pittsburgh. That was his first choice.
Yeah, which is
actually his first choice. They trade him to Washington so he could play with Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, but
I guess which the Commanders named him the Week 1 starter, by the way, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, and the Commanders never came to the table to discuss Ayuk.
Nope.
So. But yeah, so he would prefer to play in Pittsburgh, which is one of Cleveland's main rivalries.
Fuck Pittsburgh.
I knew that was coming. I just didn't know when. I knew that comment was coming. Just didn't know when.
It's coming eventually.
Oh yeah.
Go fuck yourself, Steelers fans.
He can't help himself, man. He can't help himself.
Pittsburgh.
That's why Dave's not here.
Yeah, that's why Dave's not here. Right. To be honest, I don't know who I hate more, Pittsburgh or Baltimore. It's a toss-up. I just,
Well, shit, he gave Cincinnati a pass, huh?
Yeah.
I do, because you know what? The reason why I give
because you guys own them?
No. Because the reason I give the Bengals a pass is because they were their founder was Paul Brown, and he is a long time. He was the Hall of Fame coach of the Browns for so long. He's got NFL championships under his belt, and the team is actually named after him. So that's why I don't mind the Bengals as much.
Seems to me, and of course, your hatred is your hatred, but it seems like you should hate the Ravens more simply because
a touch more than the Steelers, Wayne. Yeah. Because they've got 2 rings that belong to Cleveland. I'm just saying.
No, they belong to Baltimore.
Fuck you, Elliot.
Cleveland never got them.
Seems like the Ravens and Art Modell should be on the radar.
On the top of the hit
list.
Art
Modell's grave, I will piss on it. I'm just saying.
Easy now.
Okay. I will whip out my penis and piss on his freaking grave. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Once again, glad Dave's not here.
And once again, this is why Dave's not here.
Because of my mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's a dumpster fire.
The show's
and this is the last week of preseason, right? The last weekend, because it's only
the last week, yeah.
Yeah, today is Tuesday, so 16 days until the season starts.
Correct.
Yep.
And you know what? Also, Wayne, it's week 0 of NCAA football.
True. Which makes no sense because
this weekend, yes, games.
Why can't it just be week 1? Why has it got to be week 0?
I don't know, but the opener is it FSU and somebody else in Ireland? I think
Georgia Tech, right?
Georgia Tech. I was thinking Georgia Tech.
Right.
Yeah, it's Florida State
Yeah,
and Georgia Tech
FSU, Georgia Tech.
coming
Saturday.
to you live from Belfast, Ireland.
Oh, it'll be at 9:00 in the morning here.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
the
wait a
week zero thing, that's stupid. I don't understand it, but hey,
That's when?
it is what it
This
is.
Saturday? Yeah, okay, you're cool. Because the following week is Bash at Berlin, or Bash in Berlin, the pay-per-view. Oh, excuse me, the premium live event.
He's talking WWE now, isn't he?
WWE, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ.
And I gotta get up. I gotta get up in the morning to watch that too.
Oh, geez.
Because it's in Germany. What can I say? So,
I know.
Where's it at? In Berlin?
Berlin, yeah.
Berlin?
Bash in Berlin.
Sieg Heil. What else you guys got going on? I mean, what's going on with baseball, guys? Anything you want to talk about with baseball?
Well, I'm surprised you haven't brought it up that you and I are
They
going.
got swept by minute. Yeah, we got the Yankees and the Indians coming up as a 3-game
No,
series.
we got the Yankees and the Guardians.
Guardians, excuse me.
Because the Indians can never get it done.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's why they're the Guardians now. You should.
I still say that is the stupidest name you could get. Never mind. I'm not going to go back to my whole Spiders rant, but yeah.
Yeah, I get it. There's some pretty stupid names out there.
As far as baseball is concerned, the Braves, I mean, who doesn't have a broken hand on the Braves now?
Oh, no, yeah, you guys signed one of our cast-offs, Gio Urshela.
Yeah, well, didn't have a choice. Riley's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks, so he's going to miss the rest of the regular season.
It could be more than that, too.
Yeah. What I don't understand is when they put it in the online or in newspaper, whatever you want to call it, they say he broke his hand. It wasn't like he went out and broke his hand. Somebody broke it for him.
Yeah, they hit him with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
He broke his hand on a pitch. No, he didn't break his hand on a pitch. Someone else broke his hand on a pitch.
His hand got broken on the pitch.
So Riley's out 6 to 8 weeks. Albies won't be back until mid to late September. So, if the Braves don't make the playoffs this year, you got all those injuries from.
And then the Mets did me a favor last night with that walk-off on Baltimore.
Oh, man, did you see that bomb?
That Alvarez hit?
I saw one pitch, and that was the pitch. I just happened to turn the TV on. I saw one pitch.
And that was it?
Yeah. When Seranthony Dominguez threw the pitch and Alvarez hit it.
Gentlemen, hold on. Please welcome to the chat, Ken Kuslow.
Oh, he made it home.
I'm home.
What is it with the internet, Ken? I don't understand.
I don't know. You and me both. Telling me.
I apologize, but I read no reports that hell just froze over.
Hell hadn't froze over. I can guarantee you that.
So did the library ever get their internet back up?
No.
No. Wow.
No. I mean, I had this reservation made yesterday.
Yeah.
I had it for 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And I thought, well, surely the internet's going to be working. I mean, it'll be a piece of cake.
What was their excuse for no internet, Ken?
Huh?
What was their excuse for not having internet?
It goes in and out, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's exactly what her words were.
It's that Texas grid for you, brother.
It's that this is a shithole of a state. You're right.
Everything's big in Texas, even the shithole.
It's a shithole state with a shithole of a governor. Okay, I'm just saying.
Shithole of a governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general.
Yep.
Terrible.
All right, what are we talking about?
We were talking.
No, I want to hear you keep going on your rant.
No, we don't have time for that, bud.
Ken, I had a rant earlier about. Did you hear Mike Greenberg is not going to do NFL Countdown on ESPN?
Greenberg is not going to?
Oh, he is going to.
Oh, he is?
Replacing Sam Ponder.
He's replacing Sam Ponder?
Yes.
That'll give you one less reason to watch NFL Countdown.
There you go. See, I stand correct.
I watch NFL Network anyway. Screw NFL.
NFL Network is so much better because of Rich Eisen. That's why NFL Network is so much better.
Yeah.
I love NFL Network. Yeah.
ESPN is so screwed up right now.
I mean, I'm so tired of ESPN promoting this guy who's a dumbass who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He uses others to prop up his lack of intelligence.
Yes.
And you know what? He's the reason why Mike Golick was fired.
Yeah. Yep.
Mike Golick is 10 times
So that makes him the Jerry Jones
of ESPN. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Someone is. I mean, it may not be him, but
I mean, Mike Golick has forgotten more about football than Greeny will ever know.
yes. And I
Okay,
get so tired of hearing him whine about the Jets.
I'm just tired of his freaking voice.
but Mike Greenberg is more willing to get his nose a darker shade of brown
Sell his soul
Yeah.
for money.
That's true.
than Mike Golick. Mike Golick doesn't seem to me to be the brown nose kind of guy. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not
You
at
know,
all.
and he's got a podcast with his son now, so he's happy.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
right.
good one, too, from
That's
what I've
right.
seen.
He's doing it on his own terms.
Gojo, yes, the Gojo
You know
and
what I'm
Golick
saying?
show.
But you have to know that Greeny's his nose is like
It's so far up.
it
the
might as well be.
nose
It
ass.
might as well be
His nose is
surgically
friggin'
attached.
brown.
It might as well be surgically attached to the sphincter of ESPN.
Yep.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to shove them down our throats as
Yeah.
consumers.
They're trying to play us like centipede.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they got rid of Sam Ponder, and I don't understand why they got rid of RG3 either.
I mean, RG3 was great on
He
TV.
is.
Yeah.
He was.
They had absolutely no
But
cause
they
for
don't.
that.
But they don't. They're not in that status level. You know.
Well,
they're not
and
in
they
that
keep guys
circle.
like Pat McAfee and
They're not in that
Stephen A.
circle.
Smith
Yeah,
and goobers like that.
they're not elite enough, so they have to bring in others to do
I'm
something.
sorry, guys. I am not a Pat McAfee fan. I can't.
McAfee's a fucking clown.
He is a clown.
I love McAfee, dude.
No, McAfee's a freaking clown.
Woo, McAfee be laying it down, yo.
I got no dog in the fight for Greeny or McAfee, but Ken, please continue.
We are
Okay.
intrigued. We
All
are
right.
intrigued.
You want to hear something more? Let me get it going here. Let's see.
Have I
It
mentioned
is-
it's great to have Ken back on the show since he's got his new laptop? You're welcome,
100.
Mr. Ken.
103 degrees. Heat
You
index
stop
is
taking credit for
110.
something you dragged your ass on.
I did drag my ass, but I did get it done. So you know
Yeah,
what? There it is.
What'd you say, 103?
103 and the heat index is 110.
What?
That's
Where
been out
you're
there
at?
for more
Put
than
a nice
an
bag
hour
in the back of
today.
your neck.
Where you're
and
at?
Get about 20 fans in front of your face to cool your ass down.
Oh, see, that was a nice thing about having that room. It was 73 degrees in there, so I wanted to stay in there, but without any internet, no good.
It's all right.
I had to
That's
come
okay.
home to get to the game. I mean, to the show.
We're 84.
Water is your friend, Ken. Not just Gatorade, but water is your
Oh,
friend.
I've done both. I've done plenty of both.
Yep.
But
At least
all
your
the
refrigerator's cold and you can keep cold drinks. in it.
yes, refrigerator is cold, but all the stores are out of ice.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, geez Louise.
One after another.
Don't
Hey,
you have an
we're
ice
104.
maker? Don't you have an ice maker, Ken, or is it
Mm-mm, no,
trays?
no. I had some trays, but I can't find them.
You
And,
gotta get some new trays, man. That's what I do.
I'm
I
gonna
don't have
have
an ice
to.
maker in mine either. So where did you? What else?
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas, apparently, except getting ice.
Exactly.
Except getting ice, yes. Have
So,
you ever been here? You ever been to Texas, Wayne?
Oh, unfortunately, yes. I was at Lackland Air Force Base when I was in
Same.
the military.
Oh,
same, Wayne. Me too. For about 6 weeks.
Yep. My
big
base
Lackland,
training.
huh?
I got medically discharged, but I did spend about 5 to 6 weeks in San Antonio at Lackland Air Force Base,
Lackland Air
and it
Force.
was friggin' hot as hell.
Yep.
Even in September, it was friggin' hot as hell.
Well, I
Yep.
was up from November to January, so it was a bit chilly.
Yeah, I was there
Yeah,
in
chilly.
1985 from September or October, one of the two, through the end of November. So yeah, and you know what? It was hot there. It was hot then.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Ken, Sheila said you can get new trays on Amazon. I'm assuming that's for $4.
There you go.
I think I can get them at Dollar
I mean,
General.
ice trays are cheap, Ken. Ice trays are really cheap.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to invest in some, I think.
Because most people have ice makers in their refrigerator now, in their freezer now.
Yep.
You know, and like you and I, we have older refrigerators that didn't have ice maker in it. I use the trays. So, I mean, and it's, you know what? It's not hard to keep up. I mean, come on.
No.
You empty them, you fill them right back up. You got your tray. You got your pan full, and you get trays freezing on the other side.
Sonora and hot dog, gentlemen.
Now,
What the hell is on that goddamn thing?
Now you're just being rude.
What kind of hot dog?
It's a
Hey, you
donut.
want a bite? Come on over. No,
You'll be done by the time I get there.
it's the Sonoran hot dog. They sell those where you're at, right?
Sonoran hot dog, yeah, I think so.
No, but I do like a Chicago dog and a junkyard dog every once in a while
Yeah.
from Wiener Schnitzel.
There you go. So
We used to have a Wiener Schnitzel around here somewhere. I got to find it again.
I thought you're supposed to have everything in Texas.
Everything but cool weather. Cool weather and internet.
Yeah.
Sheila says Kenny is alive. The Kenny
Barely.
rant is the winner of the day.
Good. I won the internet.
And she also says new ice trays, $4 on Amazon,
Mhm.
including the bucket.
Confirmation.
Including the bucket.
Including the bucket.
Yes.
I've got the bucket.
But she
I
also
got
made a
some.
comment that said Pat Mack is the future.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
I'm going to disagree as well.
I want to see someone pick up Pat McAfee and throw him through one of those WWE tables.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. He's on WWE more than he's on ESPN. And I'd like to see him get slammed through a friggin' table. Bring the Dudley boys back and let them just do a slam to the table.
The Dudleys.
A 3D
Yep,
right through the table.
exactly.
Sorry,
And
guys.
I mean, all right. So preseason is over after this weekend. I know we're only 16 days from opening day. Have you seen any hope out of your Cowboys based on what you've read?
I've seen
You're gonna
some.
make me a joke.
I'm going to ask
Pretty
this
good.
question every show, so I always want to make sure you get your honest opinion.
Seen some pretty good action from the defense, and these are the reserves. So I'm pretty happy with that. The
Evidently,
offense,
the talks with CD Lamb are going well. I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't either, but
I don't hold any
your
hope
guess
out.
as good as mine.
It depends on the definition of well for the Cowboys, because we know what the definition of all in is now.
Yeah, Jerry Jones won't do any
Definition of
signings.
all in is not all in.
I would love to play poker.
All
with
in,
him.
all in means I'm all out.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd love to play poker with Jerry Jones. And,
You'd clean house.
come on, all in. Yeah, come on. You see your bluff your way out of this one.
Yeah. All in with Jerry Jones. Yeah, that's that's not exactly a true.
It's more like
might as well
fall
pull your
in.
chips. Might as well pull your chips off the table.
It's more like fall in than all in.
Yeah. Well, Dak had good conversations last week, and CD's having good conversations this week. I'm assuming Zach Smith will have, Zach Martin will have good conversations next week.
Yeah,
And then
he
Michael
can stay healthy.
Yep.
That's the only biggest problem with Zach is staying healthy, because he gets some point in the season he gets hurt and he's out for like 2 or 3 games.
And it's usually week 1 of the playoffs.
That has happened.
Yep. mid to last portion of the season, then he misses a playoff game or some facsimile thereof.
Yep. Even his buddy Gojo can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Scott, what are you so intently focused on over there?
I was looking at the schedule. We're playing in the Bronx. The series against the Yankees are in the Bronx.
Yep. Sure is. We already played in Cleveland.
And then we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a 10-game homestand against Texas, KC, and Pittsburgh. And then they go on the road against Kansas City, the Dodgers, and the Cubs. The Sox. So that's a 9-game road stand as well. So
Road trip.
I mean, what they've got left on their schedule is the Rangers, the Royals, the Pirates, Dodgers, White Sox, the Rays, Minnesota, St. Louis, the Reds, and then they end up with Houston at home for the last 3 games of the season.
That could be a turning point right
That is
there.
a tough schedule, guys.
That's a tough schedule. In fact, Kansas City and Minnesota is only 2.5 games behind you.
Right.
Yep.
Right. I mean, if they can hold their own against those 2 teams, I'll be happy. And to be honest, guys, I've been praising them all season long as the underrated and guys under the radar as far as teams are concerned. When everybody's focusing on the Yankees, the Orioles, and whatnot, the Guardians have been flying under the radar, but they're coming up on a string of games that are going to define them and see if they can handle it.
It's because they're in an under the radar.
They can handle the big boys. That's my concern.
It's because they're in an under the radar division. That's why they're.
Well, yeah, nobody expects the AL Central to do anything, and you know what? So,
But I mean, in fairness to
invariably opens the
AL
playoffs
Central,
for the Yankees every year.
well, Chicago is the detriment to the AL Central because Detroit's only 3 games under 500,
right.
and KC, Minnesota, and Cleveland are all above 500. So I mean, you can't remove Chicago from that division, but
Yeah, but the White Sox are having a horrible year. I mean, God, they're terrible.
Well, they're the anchor to the division.
They went to do 17 games in a row they lost, or 18 games in a row they
21.
lost?
It was
21.
21 games in a row.
The Chicago White Sox are the only team, and I've been watching baseball for 60 years. They're the first team I've ever seen eliminated in August.
Yep.
Eliminated in August.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Koslow showing his age.
Yep.
Don't I look my age?
You need to shave that goddamn beard off, Ken.
Tell me about it.
Did you lose your razor?
No, it's just I've worn them out. And
Hey, Scott, don't promise to send him a razor or else he'll be by the time he gets it.
I mean, I'm a member of Harry's. I've got plenty of boxes for Harry's I can send you, Ken, if you want.
Oh, wow.
Don't believe me,
shaving
Ken.
cream and razors and
Don't believe
Don't believe the hype.
Don't believe the hype.
Hey, Ken, if you wait for Scott to send you some razors,
Listen to Flavor Flav. Don't believe it.
if you're waiting for Scott to send you some razors, you'll be looking like Gandalf by the time you get it.
Yeah, I will. I will. I'll have that full beard.
Yeah.
My reputation precedes me. That's all I can say.
Back to baseball, I would love to see the Dodgers collapse. And, well, I'm not a Yankees fan either. So, but I'm more National League. So the Braves will not win the NL East. They were a long shot with Austin Riley playing, and now that he's out, it's over. They might not even make the playoffs now.
Yeah, they won't catch Philadelphia.
I think
starting tonight, they have a 3-game set. So
I'm not sure they'll advance as far as they have been, but I think they could sneak into the playoffs.
If they get in the playoffs and they have obviously Riley and Albies coming back,
right,
that increases their chances. But getting in is going to be the issue now.
I'm not sure there's going to be more than one team coming out of the National League Central. It's going to be Milwaukee, and so
everybody else is under 500.
Yeah, Atlanta's going to have to contend with San Diego and Arizona because Arizona's starting to come around, I think. And
Defending National League champs.
winning
Yes,
national
sir.
league champs. That's right.
Well, Arizona and San Diego are in the 4 and 5 position as far as
Mhm.
playoffs are concerned. The
Yeah.
Braves are in the last spot, and they're only a game and a half up on the Mets.
How far out of first place are they?
Mets.
Wayne?
Mets
7
are
games
big.
out of first place.
Wow.
Behind Philly.
Philly is that good, huh?
Yep. Well, they've been shaky lately, but there's a 3-game set starting actually a minute ago. First pitch should have been a minute ago with the Braves and the Phillies in Atlanta. So they obviously do.
That
need to win
gives them
all
hope
three.
being in Atlanta. That gives them hope.
Yeah, they need to win all 3 to make it respectable.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
How was that hot dog there, Elliot? Is it good?
Tastes
They
as
were-
good the second time.
They were both good.
Oh,
Actually, it kind of tasted better on the way down, but
Ah,
wasn't
then
far
coming
off.
up, right? Yeah.
Wasn't far off.
Where's your Canada Dry? You're drinking Sprite. What the hell's up with that?
They didn't have Canada Dry Zero Sugar at the store when I went to buy
Oh,
some.
Jiminy Christmas.
So I got Sprite Zero Sugar. Nothing but zero sugar in this house.
you do know that the sugar substitutes they put in there to sweeten it are worse for you than the sugar is.
Well, I use Splenda for my coffee.
Splenda's fine. Yeah.
I don't use any.
Some of the other stuff that I can't take.
Yeah.
I don't put anything in my coffee but creamer.
I use a sweetener in it. I don't use real sugar. I use Splenda. Stevia Splenda, as a matter of fact.
Mm.
Yep, stevia. I use stevia.
Yeah, I use stevia in my coffee every
Yep.
morning. So and it's like I said, it's a better option than Sweet and Low or Equal, all those
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, those are no good.
So I was gonna say something, I freaking lost my thought. I'm sorry, guys.
Always loses.
I hadn't even had a chance to look at ESPN.com today. Let me see what their headlines are. See what's happening in the world of sports.
Tua's word. We talked about Tua and his beef with
Brian Flores.
Brian Flores.
Mm. Oh, here's one. Stephen A. is backing Patrick Mahomes to win his 3rd straight Super Bowl.
Oh God, that's
What
like.
was that? Stephen A. What?
Well, that'd be the kiss of death.
Does anybody care what Stephen A. has to say?
Not
Nope.
me.
You know, and again, like I ran it against Greenberg taking over NFL Countdown, which is a mistake, but that's just me. Again, they had people that they have fired that would be a better choice than Mike Greenberg to host that show.
Like so. Go ahead.
Like RG3 or Sam Ponder.
Mm.
Okay, so
Oh
The
boy.
problem is they got rid of quality people so they could get bigger names. So
well, you know what? And there are a lot of ESPN personalities that I do enjoy. Mina Kimes, Dan Orlovsky. They'll just name 2 of them, and I love.
Oh, I remember who it was I was trying to think of yesterday, the other day. Sarah Spain. Sarah Spain.
yeah.
Judge and Soto back to back.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh, by the way, Gio Urshela starting at 3rd base for the Braves.
Mm-hmm.
So they went ahead and plugged him in immediately.
Well, yeah, he's got the experience. He just
Yep.
hasn't been picked up by anybody. But yeah, 2-0 Yankees. Thank you.
So yeah, definitely a stopgap measure as far as 3rd base is concerned for the Braves at this point.
Yeah, Yankees
Yeah,
are
hey.
nothing against the Guardians. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, back to back, Soto and Judge. The first
That's
inning.
45 for Judge, right?
Yep.
46.
Yeah,
45, correct?
It should be 45.
I noticed that Alabama's just hired a new general manager for their football team. And I'm wondering, why does a college football team need a general manager?
Yeah, that sounds
I'm wondering
weird.
the same thing. What the hell? Is it because they're Is it because Nick Saban walked away? Is it?
I guess.
Are they just renaming it? They're rebranding whatever the position
I
is?
don't know. I never heard of the general manager in college sports.
Nope. Can't say that I have until just now.
Another sign that college sports is becoming professional sports.
Oh yeah, they're the minor leagues.
At some point, and why don't they just make all these super conferences? That's the way they're going. And then those conferences play within themselves, a total of 12, 14 games a year. And then the winners of those super conferences have their own playoff, quote unquote, Super Bowl, if you will, for the college, as opposed to 12 teams that make the playoff based on popularity contests.
Yeah, that may be happening.
All right.
Aaron Rodgers, Jets camp, one of the most taxing of my career.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. Aaron Rodgers is just a prima donna. He's 40 years old, and you know what? I don't foresee him finishing the season without being injured. I'm just saying.
Well, you better hope he doesn't get hit by Leonard Floyd the first game.
Yeah, as long as he avoids Leonard Floyd in game one, he might be all right for about 6 weeks.
He'll be nursing bruised ribs for about 3 or 4 weeks after with Leonard Floyd.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's get the hell out of here. Again, I'm glad you made it back in, you made it home, and got back up here.
Glad I could too.
The Sports Nerds will return Thursday night at 7 p.m. Well, hopefully we have more stuff to talk about. We'll see what goes on. On behalf of my co-hosts, Mr. Big E, the producer, Elliot Lamba, Wayne, the Professor Lynch, and Ken, how about them Cowboys, Mr. Ken Koslow.
Who cares?
I am the Sports Nerd. Go Browns. Go Guardians. We are out. We'll see you all on Thursday. Elliot, play the outro.
Thank you once again, Nerd Nation, for spending part, if not all of your evenings with us here for this latest episode of the Sports Nerd Show. Please keep in mind that we do this on a regular basis every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday night. And since each night's start time is different, please check out our SNN group page on Facebook for the correct times. So until the next time we come together, Nerd Nation, on behalf of the Sports Nerd and his co-hosts, Ken Koslow, John Olson, Wayne Lynch, and me, Big